Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to Mod Extra Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And it is time once again for another collector's thoughts on a sofa. Even though I'm clearly not on a sofa, I'm on my desk chair. It's a whole thing, my sofa's over there, the rig is too high. I need to change the name. But anyway, this is where I talk about my thoughts and reflections on a topic that has just, triggered some thinking on my part around my life and times as an adult collector. And then I invite you to head to the comments down below and share your thoughts and reflections on the topic of discussion. And for the topic of discussion today, I want to set the scene. Story time with Chris. There's a bit of context here. So come back in time with me to Tuesday, the 4th of June. I was off work on that day. My son was on school holidays. I was off work, but there was a big event coming. It was time for the Yojo June fan stream. 3:45 rolls around. I'm into the kitchen. The kettle's on. Tea bag in the cup. I'm brewing up. I want to get nice and comfy. And as you well know, us Brits are only ever comfy if we've got a cup of tea in our hand. I brew up the cuppa. I head into the man cave where all the Mod Extra Games and Collectibles magic happens. Set my brew down, get the iPad out, I'm ready to take notes. I open up YouTube. The stream has started. They've got all the promo materials rolling around and it's there. It's ready to go. And I am excited. I am excited. I am a self-confessed Joe Bro, card-carrying member of the Hasbro, whatever they call us, whatever derogatory term is used for us overzealous G.I. Joe classified fans. And I'm there, I'm ready to go. I've been waiting for this, I'm giddy about it. I made 3 videos in the last 2 weeks of May in the lead up to this stream, getting excited. What was my wish list for the name only reveals? What do the retail listing code words tell us? What is everyone saying in terms of speculation? I even did a little chat about some of the leaks, although not all the leaks, because prior to this stream taking place on Tuesday, on Monday night, the internet, anywhere you go, any social area online that you inhabit in relation to G.I. Joe Classified series had been filled to the brim of promo shots and the digital renders of figures to be revealed. So the stream starts. I think to myself, well, that's not too bad. Last year, when we had leaks, there was extra stuff over and above what was leaked. And then a couple of months ago at the fan stream, there was a few bits and bobs leaked here and there, but the whole stream wasn't entirely leaked. There was new stuff. I'm invested. It's going to be fine, I tell myself. I'm basing this judgment on my historical experience of Yojo June in 2023. We get 2 digital renders. They weren't leaked. That's exciting. Neither of them were figures on my wish list, which was a shame, but still a lot to sink your teeth into. I'm scribbling notes as Lenny and Tony are telling us about the upcoming figs on the digital renders there, Dial Tone and the Saw Viper. Super exciting. And then they start pulling figures out from behind the desk. And figure after figure, we've already seen. They've been leaked. And the one figure that hadn't been leaked was the Retro Cobra Commander, and we kind of sort of knew what he was going to look like because it's a redeco of the Hiss Tank one. The stream ends, they name only reveal, who was it, Footloose? Was it Footloose? I think it was Footloose off the top of my head. I've had a brain fart. And that was it. That was it. No figures or reveals over and above what had been leaked prior to the event starting, except with the exclusion of the 2 digital renders at the top of the stream. And so the question is, the topic at hand is, getting to my point finally, did the leaks spoil the Yojo June fan stream experience? Or, putting it another way, did the spoilers literally spoil the experience? I have to confess, I'll share with you notes I wrote into the Discord with my Joe Bros. Yeah, I'm leaning towards saying the leaks ruined the experience. When the leaks started, spreading across the internet, every time I went on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or on Discord, there was here's another leak kind of thing on the Monday night. I did consider jumping in here and, getting a bit of a quick and dirty leak video as a final note on my pre-Yojo June kind of video content stuff series style thing that I've been doing, but I chose not to, and I chose not to for a couple of reasons. The first was I just couldn't keep up. The chain of events around it all, it started, I believe it started, and someone may welcome to correct me if I've kind of got the timeline of this a bit wrong, but some of the retailers started getting their hands on the promo photos because they were being sent out so that they could prepare for their pre-order pages on their websites. So it sort of leaked, a couple of the pictures had sort of leaked out through those channels there, or confirmation of some of the figures had started leaking out. And then, as a result of that, the kind of content creator marketing partner characters like Full Force Podcast started putting the official pictures out. So the hand was forced a little bit, I suppose, by the retailers dropping those leaks out. So even if there was an embargo, it was ignored. But I couldn't keep up, is basically what I'm saying. Like, we saw some rough and ready pictures, and then by the time I could have sat down and put something together with those, there were some better quality pictures. And besides which, I'm a little fish content creator in this field. The big boys, Arctic Shark, Full Force, they'd already been all over it anyway, so I wasn't going to be adding any more commentary. And I knew that I planned on doing a after show, review of the figures. So it just ended up being duplication in some respects, because my comments wouldn't have changed and we'd have had more information, I thought, at that point, and we would have had more figures over and above what was being leaked anyway. Turned out that wasn't the case outside of the 2 digital renders, but that was my thinking at the time. But also I like to prepare my videos and get a bit of rehearsal, and it may not seem like that, especially now because I'm doing an unrehearsed piece to camera, but I do write myself a little bullet point list, a framework script. I don't scripts, but I get my videos planned out, and I do a little bit of rehearsal, and I prep up my graphics and stuff. So that was the other thing, and so I don't like doing things necessarily too quick and dirty unless it's very clearly framed as that. So I do understand that maybe the leaks, the hand was forced a little bit by as stuff came out through the back door at the retailer and distributor level. They kind of had to respond and say, well, we can't have these crappy grainy digital renders going out. Let's get some of the shooting the galaxy stuff in front of people's eyes. But I feel like the experience would have been better if there was just even just one figure that was properly unseen. Discounting the retro Coco, because we knew what that was going to look like. Basically, there was some nice surprises with regards to the VAT metal and stuff, but we knew what he was going to look like to all intents and purposes. Had maybe the Iron Grenadier and Alpine been held back, perhaps, or you could even put Storm Shadow on the list there. So the Iron Grenadier bat, the retros could get leaked because they generate excitement, they get us interested, but they are all redecos of figures we've seen already, so it's not damaging to the wow experience of the stream. But also there's the argument to make, I suppose, that why does it matter? The fan stream is just one aspect of a wider kind of marketing plan here, and ultimately it's about selling us figures. So what's it matter if it gets leaked out through a retailer or a distributor, or what's it matter if it gets leaked out through a content creator, particularly when I'm pretty sure some of the content creators like Full Force, they've got they've got a marketing partner relationship type thing going on there. Chris over there makes no secret of that. He has a relationship with the Hasbro design team. So what's it matter? What's it matter? Yo-Jo June could have just as well been tonight. 6 o'clock. Log on to Hasbro Pulse and you'll see all the new stuff. It's one tool in the toolbox, isn't it? The fan stream. I suppose I just like that event style nature of it all, because I get on Discord, I'm chatting with my Joe Bros and stuff, and the thing is that when the stream finished, I went on to Discord and I typed in, said, we've not seen a figure here that we weren't already aware of and we hadn't already had a Shooting the Galaxy promo shot for. So we had an idea of what the figure was all about. Which I felt was disappointing. And also, remember that last year, Emily and Lenny both said, with regards to Yo-Jo June, I know we got more reveals, but they said that we're having to compact some stuff to get back on timeline, kind of post-pandemic, post-shipping crisis kind of stuff. So realistically, we were never going to get as much stuff, unseen stuff, as we did last year. You know, realistically, and this has historically been the way they've operated. You know, if we look at the GI Joe fan stream just a couple of months ago, Jinx, Doc, Torch, Norgahide maybe, or maybe not. I can't remember if Norgahide leaked, but I definitely remember Jinx, Torch, and Doc leaking early. I know that because they're the 3 images that are in my leaks thumbnail when I made the video about it. So am I part of the problem? I don't know. I just felt a little diminished, a little deflated. Not the energy and the excitement around it. You know, I didn't feel like I spent hours in the Joe Bro Discord that I hang out in, just chatting it all over because all the conversation had happened the night before. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it just felt. I suppose if for one thing, it helped me prep my video, my after show video in advance, because I didn't have any outside of the digital renders and the name only reveal. I was already prepared to go because I'd pre-prepared the stuff off the back of the leaks. Even had the pictures ready to go, you know. So I don't know. So that's the question. That's the topic at hand. I'm in 2 minds about it, but at present, right now, I'm feeling a little bit like the leaks ruin the experience. And I like the experience of a fan stream where community members all get together. Putting aside for 1 minute the horror show in terms of how the community was represented in the chat. But the little pocket community that I belong to, you know, I like that whole experience of watching the stream live together, sending each other messages, chatting in the Discord, you know, the folks then watching my video afterwards and the comments that come, and then the live stream that I did, talking to the regulars around these parts, and I just feel like it was a bit deflated. It just didn't have the energy it had last year. So there you go. That's the question. That's the topic of discussion. Let me know in the comments down below. Do leaks ruin special events? Do they ruin the collector experience around things like conventions and, you know, fan streams and such like? Or are they just a part of the process now? You know, and perhaps as a content creator, I should just engage with leaks, work with leaks, and, you know, try and make my channel so massive and amazing that I get considered a Hasbro marketing partner too, so I can be on the mix of leaks. But yeah, did it spoil the experience for you? Should things, particularly the event type stuff, I mean, overall you'll have, you know, reveals and leaks, but when it comes to conventions and special events like Yojo June, did it ruin the experience for you? Would you have liked it to have been as big as last year? Do you understand why it's happening? Do we need to slap a few retailers on the wrist, or, you know, were they just helping the community out? All that stuff. Let us know in the comments down below. At this moment in time, I'm on the side of, yeah, the leaks. The leaks ruined it a little bit for me this year. So there you go. All right, well, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Please head down to the comments and share your thoughts on the subject. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, whatever. And I hope to see you around these parts again for another video sometime soon. All right, folks, take it easy.